Welcome to Flawless Learning. Welcome to today's video on data manipulation language, also known as DML. Now, this is crucial component of SQL that helps us to interact with data in relational databases or RDBMS, right? Now, whether you are inserting, updating, or deleting data, now DML is the magic wand that gets the job done. Now, let's dive deep into the world of DML commands. Now, what is DML? So DML or data manipulation language is a part of SQL that allow us to interact with the actual data stored in the database. It focuses on adding, modifying, deleting or retrieving the data. Now the main commands of DML include insert, update, delete, select. Now throughout this video we will explore each of these commands with example. Okay. Now insert command. Now what is insert command? So the insert command is used to add new data into the table. It add new records to the table, right? Now you specify the table name, the syntax. So basically insert into table name. So you specify the table name, the columns you want to populate and the corresponding values also. Now for example, in this example, there is a table name employees. If you see in the previous video, there is we create a table like employees and there also we named the table as employee and the column name is name, employee ID, age, salary, department, this kind of thing, right? And I also told that we have to insert the table values in the table, right? So how can you insert that? That's the command. Here it is, that insert command, right? So how can you insert that? Insert into, then table name, which is employees, then column, then there is name, age, department, and then values. So suppose the name is John, so we write it as in the string, and check one thing, that if we our name and department are as in the string form, right? So you have to take the name John and take the department IT in the single quote, and for integer or values there you don't need that single quote, you just simply write that age is 30, this kind of thing. Okay, so that's the insert. So here we are adding a new employee named John who is 30 years old and works in the IT department. Now be mindful that the values you insert match, मतलब क्या होना चाहिए, अगर तुम नेम एंड डिपार्टमेंट इज ओके, बट अगर एज तुम इंटीजर में दे हो तो अभी फ्लोट ना मत कर देना, ठीक है? तो सो दैट काइंड ऑफ यू हैव टू मेंशन दैट okay, you insert must match the data types of the respective columns. Okay, so you have to keep it in mind very carefully that okay, the age is in the integer form. In whenever we created the table, we name age and beside that we write that age is integer. Okay, the data type is integer, so you have to make sure that the value you are inserted, it's also integer, it's match with the data type. Okay, now next go for the select command. So what is select? What is the purpose of select command? So basically this select command is perhaps the most commonly used DML command. It allows you to retrieve specific data from a feature. So retrieve data from a table and then go for the syntax. There is syntax that just select column 1, column 2 from table. Where is the condition? You have to give in a condition. Okay. Now example. So if suppose we are selecting the name and ages of employee in the IT department. Okay, so how can we select that? Select name and age from the table name, which is employee, and where department is IT. Okay, so that's command select the department IT. Okay, that employees who works at the department. Okay, so that's how you select. So there is various features of select command. So basically it filtering data with where, like there is also where department, right? So this where, so this where is also this filtering data with where, because there is different kind of department, IT, there is finance, there is management. So if you want only the department IT department people, IT department employee, how can you filter the data using that where? So you have to return that select and then where IT. Now sorting data with order by. How can you order? So I will go for so you some example on this. So order by and group by. So this kind of thing. So order by, you sorting the data. Basically, if you want that, okay, find the name of same employee who get the most salary. So order by salary, we use that command order by salary. So it gives an ascending order, descending order. We can both ascending बिकर सकते हो, descending भी कर सकते हो, and by default it takes ascending. And if you go for the descending, you have to write it in descending normally. अभी ट्यूटोरियल में मैं सब कुछ ही कराऊंगी. ओके, देन aggregating data with group by. So suppose what is a group by? Group by in upcoming video we'll focus on group by also. Okay, then go for update command. So basically what is the update command? What is the purpose of update? That is modify existing record in a table. जैसा alter का काम होता था, ये टेबल को चेंज करना, टेबल को मॉडिफाई करना, इधर रिकॉर्ड को मॉडिफाई कैसे करें? दैट अपडेट. ओके, सो here the update command is used to modify existing record. For example, if John recently celebrated his birthday and we can update his age to 31. Okay, so how can we update that? Just normally update the table name, that is employee, and set age 31, and where name is John, this. Okay, now go for the delete command. So basically delete command, what can it do? It remove record from a table. बेसिकली द जॉन नाम जो एम्प्लॉय था उसको हम डिलीट करना चाह रहे हैं. तो हाउ कैन वी डिलीट दैट? सो बेसिकली हियर वी टेक दैट डिलीट फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉयज, दैट इज डिलीट फ्रॉम टेबल नेम विच इज एम्प्लॉय, where name is John, this kind of thing. So the delete command removes record from a table. For instance, if John leaves the company, we can delete his record using this command. Okay. Now there is a difference between delete and truncate. If you saw the previous video, the DDL video, then you there is a command called truncate, and now there is a command delete. So what is the difference between them? If you saw that video, that okay, there is a truncate command, okay, and now you are going to watch that the delete command. So what's the difference between that? So basically delete is remove specify rows, locks each direction, right? And truncate, this remove all rows faster but not locked, right? So many people confuse delete with truncate. Now while delete is used to move specific rows, but truncate is faster and remove all rows at once without logging, right? And now use when you use delete and when we use the truncate, so basically use delete for precision and truncate for clearing entire table. Okay, now go for next slide. So real world application of DML. So basically what are the application of DML? It applied data entry purpose, adding records to maintain databases. Okay, so DML commands are essential in real world application. They are used to everything from adding and updating record to deleting outdated data and retrieving information for report and analytics. Now mastering these commands will empower you manage and manipulate data effectively. Okay, now there is also practice exercises. Okay, before practice exercises, just go for that part, SQL workbenches, and just go for that command also, insert, delete, this kind of command. Okay, now go for MySQL workbench. So in the previous class I already showed you how can you create database, how can you create table, how can you alter table, this kind of thing, right? So now there is table, let's create table. Okay, create tables already exist, so we can't go for the table. Okay, let me check once again. There is student, there is table. Okay, now in student table employees, there is columns. What kind of columns are there? There is employee ID, there is name, there is age, there is salary. Okay, now you insert. So basically take the command, go to MySQL workbench, and this normally insert into employees. See, there is also employee ID, so you have to maintain it. Okay, employee ID, then name, then age, then there is salary also. So there is, instead of department, there is salary, so write it as it is, salary. Then values. So what values we want? John 30, and there is, okay, there is employee ID. Just take first look at it. That first is employee ID. So first put the values employee ID, that is 1. Then name is John. Okay, now age is 30 and salary. So in salary we write it like something 50k, this kind of. That's insert. Okay, so just select and execute. Oh, sorry, it's not selected properly. Okay, now it's selected. See, green tick. Now if you see the columns, now how can you check that? Okay, the so tables, this, there is tables and student, there is employee, right? Now insert into value हो गया. Okay, now go for that command which is select. So select. Now select name age from employees where department is IT. Control C. Now here there is nothing in the department there. So because we insert the value as employee ID, name, age and salary. So let's just change the condition. We want to select name, age from employees where, here we just write it, where salary is 50k. Let's check it out. Yes, it executed and it shows in the result that John and 30, because we inserted that John and 30 has get the salary, his salary is 50k. So whenever we select name, age from employee where salary is 50,000, so they show that yes, there is a guy named John and his age is 30 who get the salary 50k. Okay, so that's how you use the select command. Then go for update command, right? Now you update it, update, just update employee, set 31 when name is John. Okay, see, update employee, set 31, this kind of thing, right? So that's how you update the column. Okay, next go for the delete command. So delete. Now this removes the name John, right? So before removes the name John, suppose what can I do here? We can insert another values, because then we don't check that whether only John is removed or not, right? So just insert another values. So there is 2, suppose his name is Ram, and then it's 31, 32, then salary is suppose 60k. Okay, so see, insert, just select, select properly this. Okay, insert. Now first check. How can you check that? Select star, that is select all the records from our table name is employees, right? So employees. Now just select that command and see, there is employee ID 1 2, there is name John and Ram, there is age 31 32. See, it's updated 30 to 31, right? So 31 and then salary 50,000 and 60k and 50k, right? Okay, so what is basically the star here? Star selects all records from that table. Okay, so whenever you want to check that all records in the mentioned table, you have to just select star from the table name. Okay. Now delete the from employees when name equals to John. This command. Select and see delete. So how can you check that yes, the John the name John is deleted, right? So just control this. See, there is no employee ID as 1, no name is as John. So there is only employee ID 2, RAM and 32 and 60K. That means the John is deleted from the table, right? So if John leaves the company, how can we delete his data? So basically we just use delete command, right? So that's how you can comment, delete, insert, update, this kind of thing. Okay, now go for some practical exercise to you. So just take a screenshot of it. Practice exercises. Add new records to a sample table, because in DDL I gave you a exercise where you have to create a sample table. So I hope that you created a sample table, and now add new records on your choice to that sample table, and then retrieve specific records using select. Just I select that name where department is ID, where salary is something, this kind of retrieve specific records. Then update values. Just now I updated his age, John's age 30 to 31. So that's how you can update values based on condition, and then delete specified records carefully. Okay. So that's for today. Now start your DML journey today. Okay. Feel free to leave your questions in the comment section, and let's build data skills together. Let's be flawless. Thank you.